Hi, I'm Dr. Rasya Dikshit. I'm a dermatologist practicing in Bangalore from the last 18 years, and today I'm here to share with you all the answers to the questions that you asked me about Holi so that you can protect your skin and hair and glow this season. It is very important to remember that when we are playing Holi, we are also in the sun and we are going to use a lot of water. So remember that in addition to using a barrier, we will need additional protection from the sun as well. The best sunscreen to use is a mineral sunscreen. Mineral sunscreens have a physical barrier between the skin as well and the environment. So they are going to add to the barrier of the oil that you've used before, and it will also prevent the sun damage, because when you're in the water, when you're pouring water and then the oil may get washed off, the sunscreen, which are usually water resistant, they are going to give you an additional coverage of barrier to your skin. I recommend a mineral sunscreen which is water resistant with minimum 50 SPF to be used on your face, on your lips, on your hands and your nails before you get into playing in the sun. The most important thing, like I always tell you, is prevention is better than cure. So let us know what are the products that we need to apply to our skin and hair before we go and play Holi, so that we can protect our skin from getting damaged. The most common thing that we need to use is a barrier. When we want to protect our skin from the chemicals which will end up on our face or on our hair, we need to apply something like a shield or a barrier. This can be in the form of a natural oil like a coconut oil or an olive oil, which is greasy enough, which prevents the chemical from reacting with your skin or hair. You can also even choose to use a deep conditioning mask which you can apply on your hair and then tie up your hair so that the colors don't seep into your hair. Don't forget your nails and cuticles as well. You can use Vaseline petroleum jelly, you can use olive oil, and don't forget to put a lip balm containing SPF. So this can be applied before you step in for your Holi, so that it is going to behave like a barrier between the color and your skin and protect your skin when you're playing Holi. When we are playing Holi with Holi colors, we are not only exposing our skin to the chemicals in the Holi colors, but also exposing our skin to the sun. So it is absolutely not only safe but recommended to use a sunscreen, especially a physical sunscreen. A physical sunscreen or a mineral sunscreen, it is going to act like a second skin on top of your skin. It is going to act like a barrier between your skin and the environment. So many of these sunscreens are also water resistant, so they are going to repel water, and it's going to make sure that your skin stays healthy during the Holi season. So I definitely recommend that you use a mineral sunscreen, minimum 50 SPF, and remember to use a lip balm which contains sunscreen as well. Don't forget to apply it on your arms, on your face, behind your ears, and inside on top of your ears as well, so that your skin is going to be safe from both the colors and the sun when you play Holi. We are always worried about the environmental toxins which are visible and absorbed through the skin, and we know that a lot of the colors which we use, which contain a lot of chemicals, they can cause long-term damage to the skin, especially if you have sensitive skin, if you have eczema prone skin, if you have an allergy to skin color products like hair dyes. You should be extremely careful. You should be careful otherwise as well. The best way to avoid using these toxic colors is to switch to organic or natural colors to play when you choose to play Holi this season. Remember, using a barrier emollient cream, barrier moisturizer, barrier of oil like a coconut oil or olive oil will prevent the exposure to the chemical to some extent. But remember, wearing protective clothing will help as well. So if you have full sleeve clothes on, which can to some extent prevent the exposure to the chemical, that will help as well. And remember, once you finish playing Holi, come back home and have a shower so that the exposure to the chemical is reduced by removing whatever excess chemical is sitting on your skin as well. Remember that whenever we use synthetic Holi colors, they have a lot of chemicals in them and they are toxic to the skin and can be absorbed through the skin as well. Chief among them are lead oxide, which is usually used to give bright colors. You can also have shimmery colors in which mica can be added. Arsenic is a common component. And you have to remember that even in the darker colors, PPD or PPD-like hair colors which are found in hair dyes, which are seen in darker Holi colors like brown and black. Other colors like copper sulfate, which is used to form a blue color, aluminum bromide, they are all irritants to the skin. So what does this mean? That these chemical based holy colors that we are playing with, they can be absorbed by the skin, they can cause long term damage to the skin. So it is best avoided, and you always preferable to stick to the organic colors, stick to the natural colors, which are much more safer. It is very important to understand that if you are having an irritation to the colors that you're playing with, your skin will tell you. How will it tell you? It's going to turn red, it's going to be itchy, it's going to start burning. And these are the very simple ways that you can identify that you are probably sensitive to some hair holy color. So what are the first thing you should do if you start getting any of these signs, whether it's itching, burning or redness, is to stop playing with that particular color. Wash your face with a lot of cold water. Use a sulfate-free cleanser or a pH balanced face wash or cleanser. Don't try to scrub it off. If you try to scrub it off, you may actually push the color deeper into your skin. And to use a bland emollient, that means emollients or moisturizers which don't have too much perfume in them, which have been recommended by your dermatologist, to seal it in. After this, you can also consult your dermatologist if the irritation does not settle down in a day or two, and they may recommend a mild topical steroid to be applied on the skin. Don't forget to use your sunscreens regularly after you wash off the colors, because that is going to prevent the skin from getting irritated further. If you have sensitive skin, it is very important that you should go and meet your dermatologist if you are planning to play Holi. So they can give you the emollients that you can use in advance. Make sure that the skin which is sensitive is repaired, the barrier function is completely restored. And then you play Holi, so that your skin is not going to get irritated because of the insult of the combination of chemical colors, water as well as sun exposure. So remember, always prevention is better than cure. Play safe. Now, the best way to remove colors after Holi is to have a nice long shower. Remember, if you have applied some emollient, some sunscreen, some oil like I've been advising you, your color is less likely to stick to your skin. But you will still need to use a soap-free cleanser, a soap-free body wash, a pH-balanced body wash, a sulfate-free shampoo to wash off the colors. Remember, using a lot of loofahs or scrubs may actually irritate your skin further, may actually dry your skin further and make the problems worse. So don't scrub it off. Instead, if the colors don't come off in one wash, leave it. You can go back, apply emollient and try washing it the next day morning. Give the skin some time to recover before you try washing it off again. Also, it's very important to remember that if you are getting any irritation, to consult your dermatologist, who can prescribe you lotions containing steroids or bland emollients to bring down the irritation as well. Using oil or olive oil or coconut oil on your nails, on your palms, on your hair after playing in Holi is also a good idea, so that the skin barriers will take some time to get repaired, the hair barrier will take some time to get restored. So you are calming the skin, you are giving some help to the skin for it to recover further. Once the season of Holi is over, you have to remember that you have to be very gentle with your skin. The skin has gone through some sun exposure, some chemical exposure, and a lot of fun as well. So remember, you have to stick to your soap-free cleanser for a next 1 week or so. Use a lot of emollient, bland emollient is recommended. Use a broad spectrum 50 SPF mineral sunscreen regularly for the next 1 week or so. And remember to skip your glycolic acid, your retinol, your vitamin C or any other actives you may have been using for the last few days, because your skin is not ready for them yet, because the barrier is not yet restored. After 1 week of Holi, you can start reusing your active ingredients like vitamin C, retinol and glycolic acid. Also, delay any facials, don't do any medifacials, don't do any chemical peels, don't do any threading, waxing immediately post Holi, because the skin is more likely to be irritated and you're going to end up with side effects. We all spoke about so many tips for the skin care. Let us now go to hair care, because it's important to understand that even the hair is going to be affected by the chemical colors that we are going to apply during Holi. Very important, please use a oil on your hair or even a deep conditioning mask on your hair and tie it up before you start playing Holi, so that the colors which are applied on the hair can be washed off very easily. And it is very important to notice that even the scalp has to be massaged with the oil so that the scalp is not going to get irritated by the colors as well. After playing Holi, remember the colors have to be washed off immediately. Use a sulfate-free hair wash and a deep conditioner so that the hair can restore to its normalcy. You have to remember that using harsh shampoos is not recommended, especially when people use a lot of bright colors on their hair like silver, and these things contain mica, which may actually damage the skin as well as the eyes as well as the hair. So please avoid these colors when you're playing this Holi and stick to the organic colors when you're playing. Removing Holi colors from the scalp and hair is a tough task if you have not used an oil or a conditioner before. Remember, the hair is porous, so the cuticles can open up and the hair colors will get absorbed or deposited inside the cuticles. This makes it very difficult for the color to be removed from the hair. Using a sulfate-free shampoo will definitely help. And remember, if the colors don't get washed off in a single wash, don't worry. Oil the hair and try again after a couple of days so that the hair color will get removed from the hair, and then your hair will be safe as well. Avoid doing harsh treatments. Don't do hair color, hair spa, or don't do any treatments like blow drying or ironing, or even colors like bleaching the hair immediately on the week after Holi, because the hair has already been through one chemical exposure. It may get more brittle, it may get more dry, and it may fall more easily if you are going for these procedures. Instead, postpone it and try to do those treatments after 10 days or so. Like I mentioned, that every part of your skin can get affected by the Holi colors, especially the strong chemical colors that we use. And so if you've forgotten to oil the scalp before playing Holi, the chemicals may go into your scalp and cause a lot of irritation. This could happen even in people who have never colored their hair before, but definitely in people who have colored their hair. If they have had an exposure to PPD containing hair dyes, they might get a severe allergy if they use a dark color when they are playing. So if your scalp feels very itchy, wash it well with a sulfate-free shampoo. Use a soothing conditioner or a leave-in mask which will calm the scalp. You can definitely speak to a dermatologist who will advise you an antihistamine. Have a look if there is a irritation to the scalp and give you a steroid-based shampoo as well to calm the scalp. These are some things that you can do, but don't try to treat it at home. Don't try home remedies. They could potentially make things much worse for you. After playing Holi, because of the chemicals that your skin is exposed to, the hair being porous is able to absorb the colors and the hair becomes very dry. So if your hair and scalp feels very dry post Holi, make sure that you're oiling the shaft of your hair, giving it enough time, and then washing it off with a sulfate-free shampoo, using a deep conditioning mask or a deep conditioning cream or a leave-on serum for the next week or so. So every wash that your hair goes through, do the oil application on the length of the hair, do the deep conditioning mask, and use a sulfate-free shampoo. Doing this for the next week or so is going to help the hair to come back to normal quicker. Already have colored or treated hair, then you have to be extra careful this Holi, because this hair already is extra porous. So the chemicals can get into the hair more easily. The hair is going to become more brittle and it is going to break more. So definitely make sure that you're putting a lot of oil on the shaft of the hair, deep conditioner on the shaft of the hair before you play. If possible, use a cover, or you can use a shower cap, or use a cap on top of a shower cap to prevent the hair from getting exposed to the chemicals when you're playing Holi. And immediate post Holi, wash off the colors with a sulfate-free shampoo which is specific for your hair type, and use deep conditioning treatments to make sure that the hair stays safe. Remember, if your hair breakage increases, you may need to see a dermatologist. Get your vitamins in order so that your hair can grow back faster. I hope these tips were extremely useful to you. If you have more questions, do write in to us in the comments below.